Hi, my name is Aniqua, and I'm the artist and designer behind My Kind of Thing, a handmade company that specializes in one of a kind handmade dolls, particularly dolls of color, and even more specifically, black dolls. My mission statement is to promote pride and confidence in children and people of color in efforts to combat self hate. So that was the goal initially, and it has evolved over this 7 year period. Um, my talk today is called From Making Dolls to Making a Point. Because there were so many things that I discovered about myself while creating dolls. Um, one of the first things I realized when I decided I wanted to make dolls was that I could not find any black doll designers, specifically in the crochet field. So that was kind of like a leap of faith, and going to do that kind of helped me find out one of the things that's special about me. And what's special about me is, or what makes me special, is the fact that I make unique designs for us. My dolls are specifically significant because representation is so important. And I didn't see a lot of myself in the things or in the dolls that I had as a kid. So, super excited to be able to do that. Um, but they're just dolls, right? So, really, you kind of think about that. They're more than dolls, is kind of what I discovered. And I discovered this through starting with skin tones, picking a wide range from the very beginning was super important. Being able to explore all the various shades of blackness was an adventure in itself. Discovering and learning that blackness comes in a rainbow of shades, which led me to the thinking of what is beauty and what do we call beautiful, and who do we choose or what have we chosen to represent this beauty. Even being natural and being black and having nappy hair, it's super important to embrace that. This undoctored, un influenced or touched natural beauty is super, super important to the mission. And so through doll making, I want to celebrate all the wonderful things about being black and being beautiful. How amazing is it to be one of the people of this diaspora? And it led me to hairstyles, black hair. Such an important aspect of our culture, of our expression, of our art. And so I wanted to do that through doll making because I've never had a doll that had cornrows or afros growing up. So that was super important. And to be able to actually do that through doll making has been super important and super significant. Like I said, this nappy hair I've never seen in doll form growing up. Hair that defies gravity, is something that I heard and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's my hair, because it doesn't just blow in the breeze. Sometimes it doesn't lay down. And I think it's important for us to know these things, to understand that these cool things, they're cool things about who we are. Afro puffs. One of the best things about being a little black girl is being able to rock Afro puffs. Who does it? We do. And that's so dope. And so imagery and representation became another important aspect and evolution of My Kind of Thing. I have an amazing illustrator who's turned some of my most favorite designs into original illustrations. And it's important that we be responsible for the images and the things that we deem important, the things that we deem essential and necessary. We have to be responsible for that, and we have to see that. And it's important that we see these things and what we do. We have to also be responsible and in control of our art and our creativity. Owning our perspectives and owning our images and the imagery associated with who we are is super important. It's necessary. And being able to share our own stories, undiluted, unencumbered by somebody else. I can't let somebody else tell my story. If it ain't me, you shouldn't be saying it. I think that we need to be responsible for our own stories, right? I make no apologies for being black and proud. And I refuse to turn down my black excellence for people who can't handle that. And so one of the things that I deal with is making sure that we don't make mediocrity our normalcy. right? Just making sure that we are loving who we are, whether it's trending or not, whether it's popping or not. Love who you are, whether people are cheering you on or not. Because the best kind of certainty and confidence shows up with or without an audience. So you have to be dope, whether they're telling you you're dope or not. And you have to know this because ultimately, knowing who you are makes black excellence inevitable. So that's super important. Um, so excited and passionate about the work that I do through doll making. If you're interested in more of my work, you can find me on Instagram and Etsy and Twitter and all of those things. My kind of thing. I am a doll maker and I absolutely love what I do.